Hey, what's up, fam? Thank you so much for getting here today. So, we're going to focus on our glutes. Sciatic nerve possibly could be involved with tight glutes, the piriformis, the tight hips. So, you'll need a lacrosse ball and you're going to lay on your back. Let's just get right into it. So, you're going to use this lacrosse ball. The goal is to try to get it on the outside edge, outside upper edge quadrant of your glute. That's where you want to get started, and then you can work your way back in towards your glute, like towards the middle. But it's up to you. You know, you have to explore. Now, you'll find it eventually. Now, if that's not a good spot to get started, and maybe you already know where it is, then just go right there. But you do tend to feel it. Usually it's in that upper outer corner quadrant area. And once you find it, I mean, you'll feel it right away. And it may not be super painful. Now, again, you're on the side that's tight, right? The glute that's tight, the one that's giving you the pain. For me, it's on my right. That's usually where I feel the tightness. Now, we're going to work on the other side too, just to have the balance, right? Now, once you find that tender spot, and again, you want to put a little weight into it if you're not quite feeling it yet, but try to really dig in there. Once you feel it, then you start moving that leg, and this is when it gets tough. It's hard to move. You extend it out and you try to bring it back in, and usually there's a spot where an angle of the leg kind of just hits that spot where the ball is, and it just shoots it up another level. Try to hold it, breathe through that. It's tough. Man, is it tough, and it can be painful, I know. And so we're going to work on this. We're going to go to the other side, and then I'm going to show you another stretch that you can do to also assist with this area to give you relief in the hips, to hopefully relieve a little sciatic pain. All right, enough of that. Other side. Now the other side may not be as painful. You kind of start in that same area, moving around, shifting your hips. And then once you find it, just try to rest on it. And again, it might not be much on this side because you're not experiencing that pain. And that's okay. Usually we're favoring our stronger side, our stronger leg. So maybe we're doing a lot of extra work with that right leg. Maybe your left knee is crossing over and putting pressure on top of that right leg. Who knows? It could be the way you sleep. Even standing. If you stand for a long time and the right leg is straight, forcing the hip out, maybe the left leg is bent, kind of tilting the hip down, that could tighten you up on the right side. So you kind of just have to be aware of where you feel certain positions, what you're doing in certain positions, so that you're not causing yourself that discomfort and pain. And try to work through that leg movement if you can. It's probably minimal, you're not feeling much, and that's okay. Let's move on to the stretch portion of it now. We're not using the ball anymore. I'm starting on my right leg. I'm going to cross over. So it's essentially that figure 4, 90-90 kind of stretch where you're holding the knee out and you're just holding there. And you should start to feel it on that right hip, that right glute. If you don't feel much, then you're going to have to think about bringing that knee up and lifting up the leg and then interlacing your fingers together behind your thigh, behind your hamstring. So we raise the leg up, and you actually have to do a little bit of a sit-up, a little bit of a crunch, and then from there you push out that knee, and it cranks it up a notch. It's tough to do. It's tough to hold this for a while, but you do what you can because, eventually you'll start to feel that neck, so bring that head down. It's good to do that sit-up in the beginning just to get you going, but after that, it's tough to do. So this is perfect, to do in bed. These two, well, actually, you can't do the scratch that. You got to do this on the floor because you can't do the ball on the bed. But you could do this move in bed. This one is good for the bed, for sure. Absolutely. You can manage that one. Okay, so now the other side. Start down low with the foot down, leg out. And you can begin here if you're not feeling much. Again, this is the side where, for me, I'm not going to get much out of it, but I'm still going to do it to give myself the hips that release and bring that balance to the leg, the hips, the back, the glute, a little release. And you breathe, breathe, breathe. And those two together, do them daily. If you have that sciatic pain, you want to try to work on it daily, and you're not trying to do too much. You're not trying to force the stretch too much. You're not trying to go through all these extremes. Okay, you want to just kind of maybe do 30 seconds to a minute for each one. And I gave you extended time because I was explaining everything. So if you want to set up a timer, maybe begin with 30 seconds with the ball, both sides, then 30 seconds of the stretching. That's a great way to get started. And then from there, you can add a little extra time. But do it daily. All right, and hopefully it helps. I hope you found this video useful. Take care, hydrate, get a good, well-balanced meal, and some good quality sleep. And until next time, stay fit.